Okay, David, this is going to show you how to use the navigation system in the car and how to record and delete destinations. First of all, recording and deleting destinations is a little bit tricky with this machine. I'm going to delete this destination called Doctor, which is actually what I call our house. So if a bad guy gets in the car, he won't say home. He'll say Doctor. He says, well, I'm not going to bother going there. I'll go somewhere else. So what you do is you don't go to the destination button. You go to the menu button instead, which you see my finger on. It says menu. Okay, you hit the menu button, and then you go to My Places. Okay, now I'm going to delete that one. So I hit the word delete up here, and then I get down to the word Doctor, which is here. They're alphabetical. You can sort by date or whatever. So, and it also shows that hot button number 1, and I'll show you later what hot button number 1 is it. So let me just go back a second. You go to map, you go to destination, you got 5 hot buttons here, or 6 hot buttons. The house is hot button number 2. So again, I'm going to go to menu, I'm going to go to My Places, I'm going to say delete Doctor, which is hot button number 1. Push delete. It says you want to delete this point, and I can say yes. Now as you see, it's gone. The other Doctor there is another Doctor I go to. Okay, so you get out of there, you go to map. Now let's say I want to record this place where I am at the moment. I hit the word mark, okay, and it's registering where it thinks I am. It's not exactly where I am, but it thinks this is where I am. They got me a couple houses down the street. So now that I have it marked, you can see there's a flag there, but we don't know what it is. Could it be called? So I go back to menu again, and I go to My Places, and then I say edit, and then I say sort by date. This seems to be the easiest way to do it. So it goes chronological. I start at the top, and the most recent thing is this one. It was just put in 27537. I really live at 27547, but it thinks I'm here. So I just click that thing, and then I give it a name. Hit the word name, and I put the word. Let's say I put the word home. HOME. Okay. Then I hit the word OK down here. Okay. And after I hit the word OK, I hit the word map. And you'll see now it says home here. So what happens is, let's say I'm driving along in a car and I'm 10 miles from here and I want to see how to get home. Now I use destination, okay? Then I go to memory point, okay? Now again, it's done by date because that was the last sort we did, but normally we have it sorting by name. So it's starting up here with A for Allegra and goes down to All State. Okay, so I go down to H. I find it's faster if you push the single arrow versus the double arrow. You just keep your finger on it forever, and the thing goes down, E, F, G, H. There's home. So I hit home, and then you see all these arrows are zeroed in, and you just say enter. Okay. Now it says this destination is nearby. Right. So once you start driving, over here, it'll start to show up. It'll tell you how many miles away it is and how many minutes before you get there. So that's what that does. So that's an example of how you enter items. Again, if you're going along the road, like this, and once you get to your destination, unfortunately, it does not erase that trip. So once you get to your destination, you then have to hit the word route here. And if you ever see route on, it means that it is presently trying to go somewhere. I see a lot of people in these Lexuses, it says route all the time. They got to their destination, never erased it. So the machine keeps trying to think, I want to get back there, I want to get back there. No, you hit the word delete. It's not going to delete it from the memory. It just means that route you're particularly on, you got rid of that route. Okay, so that's how this works. Again, it's kind of goofy. You would think the destination menu would be where you go to enter memory items and delete memory items, but in fact you don't. You go to the menu area and then you do My Places. All right, getting back to destinations again. Let's say you want to go somewhere that's not in here at all. Okay, now first of all, you're going to have to go over here and hit the word change and get the region you're in. I'm in southwestern United States, so I click this, and you live in number 8, which is the Northeast. So let's say I would push the Northeast there, and now I'm going to say OK. Now it's going to now I'm going to say I want to go to city. Okay. Input city name. Okay, now I'm going to put Riverside, Now I'm going to say list in case there's more than one Riverside. There is several Riversides. Here's Riverside, New Jersey. I want Riverside CT, which is Connecticut. Now it wants the house number. Okay, so I've forgotten what your house number is. I think it's 49 or something. Or I'm going to put our one, Cedar Cliff, was what, we were, what, 39 or something? I'm going to put a number in, Cedar Cliff, 39. Then you always put the number in before you put the street. Then I put Cedar, Cedar Cliff Road, it comes up. It says, I can see there's only one thing so far. So I hit Cedar Cliff Road, okay, and then this deal comes up and it shows where the house is, and I say enter. Now it's calculating. Okay, this route uses private roads, so big deal. That's because it knows I'm on a private road. It's 1,342 miles. It's going to take 24 hours and 11 minutes to get there. Okay, and so that's the way that works. All right. Now, it gives you various routes to take. If you hit this thing route here, you just by definition, I take the major route. Otherwise, it takes all these inland routes. One of which I was going to recommend to you if you drove home was you go inland and out, not the primary one. That way you would avoid going to Washington, D.C. So anyways, so I just hit the OK button, the map, and off it would go. So then I'm going to hit route, because let's say I decide to quit and hit delete, and it says you want to delete the destination. I'd say yes. Now for me, if I want to go back in again and go somewhere, since I put Connecticut as the last, I have to change this and go back to Florida. And Florida is number 10. So I put 10 in, and it says Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and I say OK, and it starts doing it. So you go to the address place here. Now the other one which we use sometime is previous. It shows places I've been to, the last 5 places I've been to, and they're located here. Okay, I'm going to go back to destinations again. Another one is point of interest category. This is where you put in like restaurants nearby, Italian, etc. Oh, by the way, when you go to address, by the way, when you do your city, another way to do cities is rather than type the city, is you could say nearest 5 cities, which in your case would be very handy. It would give you Greenwich, Stamford, Portchester, that sort of thing. Or you input a city name. So that's basically how this thing works. Reading the direction book is too complex to get involved with. Okay, another thing is the machine wants to talk out loud to you, and that drives me crazy. So going back to menu, you see the word volume here? Otherwise, this robot says take a left, take a right, take a left, take a right. So adjust volume, I just push it to off. Otherwise, you'd be at volume 2.
Guidance will be at this volume.
Oh, you hear? No.
Guidance will be at this volume.
I turn it off because I don't want the thing talking. Otherwise, it drives you crazy. If you had clients in the car, you go absolutely nuts. The other thing I look at is climate. You just push that, and it tells you the outside temperature, and then what the temperature you've set for the car, and then the speed of the fan. The most important one is AC, either on or off. There's a yellow line on, it's on. Hit it again, now it's off, so the AC won't work. Now the AC will work. So those are about the only things I can think of that are of interest. If you ever have any other problems, don't hesitate to give me a phone call, and I will go over the whole stuff with you. I know I've spoken quickly because I don't want to take up too much recording. You can just keep playing the thing over and over to yourself till you get what you want. Okay, one other quick thing. I'm giving you the satellite radio, which is down here. It's got already programmed in it a bunch of buttons. If you want to go customize a button, you just turn this knob and get another station, and then you push the knob downward and you get that station, and then you take a button, you customize button, and you just push it and you hold it down for 10 seconds so it goes beep beep, and then that button will be assigned to that station. I haven't done that. Right now I got the comedy channel, I got NPR, I got NPR twice here, I got BBC, I've got Coffee House Radio, I got old time classic radio, then I've got CNN regular and CNN headline news. I got Fox regular and Fox headline news. The way you make the thing work is, again, you push tape and it comes through the tape, and that's how it goes through that system. All right, going back to this panel here on this auto, if you click this auto button, the temperature goes up and down. If you click the auto one, unfortunately, it starts deciding where the air is going to go and how fast it's going to go. I don't like that, so I turn the auto off, and I manually tell it how I want the air to be. And up or down, this is up, just your chest, this is your feet and your chest, that's your feet only, and that's feet and defroster. The other side here, this is if you want to get the front defroster just to go automatically, you hit that and it goes alone, and this does the electric back window to heat the grid up in the back window and turn the defroster off. You can separate the temperature between passenger and this is passenger temperature, this is driver temperature, but instead when I go to climate, let's go climate, hit it again, there's some place here where I tell it I want dual. Here it is, dual. That means whatever I press, the right and left do the same. Otherwise, let's see, temperature. Okay, this is the guy on the right's getting a different temperature than me, and than I'm getting. And so then if I hit dual again to turn it off, then I control both the right and left get the exact same temperature. This is the button for making it recirculate air, or I want outside air. I always say I want outside air, so I turn it off. You turn it on, you get a green light. You turn it off, then you get outside air. You turn it on, you're recirculating inside air. Turn it off, I get outside air. This DVD disc, I never had anything in there. I don't know what's in there. So those are the main items on the car. Oh, down here there's a button. This has to do with snow, which I never have to worry about. Somehow it decreases your acceleration so you don't slide in the snow. These are the heaters for the seat, the blowers. You push the button and the thing comes out, and you twist it, and it turns it on. You can see the light on. I turn it off, then I push the button in just to get it out of the way. This thing here spreads water on the headlights to clean them. Never have to worry doing about that. So those are the main items on the car. Don't hesitate to call.